Welcome back to the channel. Today I shall be covering the infamous bank robber dubbed the AK-47 Bandit. I hope you enjoy. The FBI believes that the AK-47 Bandit's first known bank robbery occurred on February 29, 2012 at California Bank and Trust in Chino, California. During his getaway, he shot and seriously wounded a police officer, striking his femoral artery and shattering his femur. As a result, his law enforcement career had to come to an end. In total, he is thought to be behind 7 suspected robberies in which he brandished an AK-47 with a high-capacity drum magazine. He would wear a black balaclava-style mask, and he usually wore a protective ballistic vest during his takeover robberies. Over the years, he would travel between different states, and with a dramatic and terrifying entrance, he would take control of his selected bank. Following his suspected first bank robbery in Chino, the FBI believes that he struck 2 more times in California, once in Washington State, once in Idaho, and once in Nebraska, where he took more than $90,000. Based on the bandit's unusual style and propensity for violence, the FBI offered a reward for information about the culprit, which soon climbed to $100,000. On July 28, 2015, the last reported robbery occurred. He targeted a bank in Iowa. After demanding money at gunpoint, he left behind a homemade bomb before vanishing in a black Toyota Camry with $126,000. Most bank robbers get caught fairly quickly. The AK-47 Bandit managed to evade capture for years. He was clearly well versed at his craft. 2 years would pass before the dramatic and unforeseen circumstances surrounding his arrest occurred. On June 19, 2017, around 6 p.m, a Kansas Highway Patrol trooper, monitoring traffic on Interstate 70, not far from the Colorado border, spotted a black 4-door Toyota Camry with a non-visible back license plate. The trooper began pursuing the car to verify the registration. It was a New York registration number. On running the digits, they came back for an Acura, not a Camry. The trooper pulled behind the Toyota, turning on his lights to make a traffic stop. The Camry didn't comply and kept on moving. The trooper became concerned when he noticed the driver reaching for something on the passenger seat. Suddenly, a rifle barrel popped out of the Camry's window. Gunshots started blasting in the trooper's direction. He swung his vehicle to avoid fire, proceeding to follow at a safer distance. Not long after this, the Camry exited the highway and stopped at an off-ramp in Kansas. The trooper reached for his own rifle, getting out of his patrol car and using it as a barricade, exchanging bullets with the offender. Despite this firefight, the trooper would soon lose the offender on the rural back roads. About an hour and a half after the dramatic highway shootout, the offender carjacked a farmer for his green Ford F-150 at gunpoint in the nearby area. The stolen vehicle was reported missing, and the next day a sheriff's deputy from Nebraska spotted a truck matching the description. The offender, identified as Richard Gafferco, was arrested. On searching the stolen Ford, they found 3 loaded handguns and a computer bag containing a black balaclava-style ski mask. On Gafferco, they found a Toyota key fob. Police soon located the 2009 Camry near where the Ford was originally taken. Inside, they found an AK-47 and a homemade explosive device. The amount of evidence against Gafferco by this point was seemingly overwhelming. Authorities quickly became interested in uncovering his shady past. 2 days after being booked, he would place a jailhouse call to his mother to remove guns from his home. A call I'm sure he regrets to this day. If you can, if possible, get everything out of the house. He stressed the importance of this down the phone. Bizarrely, both him and his mother admitted to being aware of the recording of jail phone calls, not even trying to disguise the conversation. This is recorded. You know that? She replied. Gaffer Cole responded with, yeah, I know. This incriminating conversation was the break that investigators needed. The local authorities alerted the FBI. They realised that Gaffer Cole fit the profile of the unidentified AK-47 bandit. With multiple agencies now involved and investigating, it wouldn't be long before a raid on his Montana home would be carried out. An itemised document list compiled by authorities showcases the seized items from Gaffer Cole's home. This includes guns, ammunition, tactical gear, a military helmet, sheriff's badges and patches, a sheriff's vest, an organic chemistry book. I'm sure you can guess what that was for. Material to make identification badges. It was reported that authorities found so many homemade bombs that they had to call in a bomb squad to clear the property. When commenting on the mountain of evidence, they stated that they had found several pieces of evidence they believed to have been used in the commission of the various bank robberies related to the AK-47 series. Along with this, they mentioned that Gaffer Cole is known to have access to vehicles that match the description of vehicles used to flee some of the robberies. On August 22, 2017, Richard Gaffer Cole was indicted by a federal grand jury in Nebraska. Then in June 2019, Richard Gaffer Cole was hit with the maximum sentence of 35 years in federal prison, having pled guilty in March 2019 to the 2014 Nebraska bank robbery, along with the June 2017 carjacking in Kansas, which had resulted in his arrest in Nebraska. He accepted a plea deal. The plea deal helped him avoid being charged with other violent crimes in other jurisdictions, one of these being the highway shootout in June 2017. By the time he was sentenced, some of the crimes had passed the federal statute of limitations 5-year mark. In addition to his sentence, once released he will have to serve 5 years of federal supervised release. Also, he has been forced to pay $392,392.06 in restitution to the bank robbery victims, likely having already started since he's been in the federal prison system. In the years that he was active, the AK-47 bandit terrorised many banks in many states. It is surprising to see such a brazen display whilst robbing banks. It is an interesting story with a valuable lesson. Despite the vast amount of money stolen, Gaffer Cole is going to spend a long time in prison. In my opinion, the money or momentary adrenaline rush just doesn't seem to be worth the amount of time lost. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to leave your thoughts on the AK-47 bandit in the comments section below.